My uncle passed away in 2007, and this was a hobby farm of his. My aunt was really struggling with how to make this work and how to maintain it, so we decided to come on. Amy had lost her job, the economy kind of made a downturn, we were at a changing point in our lives, so we just decided it was a good time as any to make it work. Roddy and I were good friends and talked on the phone quite a bit, and I was kind of telling him about what I was doing, and he had the same story. I'm tired of my corporate life. I wish I was doing what you're doing. And so I realized a couple months later that I needed help running the business portion of it. That's not my strong point by any means. So I called Roddy and said, hey, you know, are you ready to do this? And he came and visited and decided that it is something that he would like to do. And so that's kind of where our partnership here started. Sustainable farming, was a part of this farm before we came here. My uncle was very much into a part of that. He developed cancer, a rare kidney cancer in '88, and was given a very short amount of time to live, and completely changed his diet and started buying foods that he knew where they came from. And he lived another 22 years, I believe. So that was a statement in itself for me. My uncle was big into conservation. This portion of the farm here is under federal grassland reserve, so not only does it always have to stay farmland, but it always has to stay grazing farmland. So grass-based animals will always be a part of what this farm does. And then with the vegetables, it just went right along with it. To be honest with you, it's as simple as having a conscience for me. If I have to look the guy in the eye that bought my food, I need to be able to tell him that I grew it the way that he wants it grown, or the way I feel like it should have been grown.
If we're able to provide for ourselves all the way down to our feed, whether it be an intensive grazing system that we implemented this summer or this winter, if it's foraging our pigs naturally in the woods, if it's chickens supplementing their feed off bugs and grass and clovers and things in the pasture, as well as putting back the natural fertilizer for free. If we can, build somewhat of a complete ecosystem, we're succeeding and we're saving money, we're making money.
Really what we're trying to make here is a small family farm like you would see in, before the Great Depression, but on a scale to where we can sell it to consumers. That's the funny thing, is that it all works together if you let it. And you just gotta, that's why we do the vegetables and the meats and all the different things, and like we'll run our pigs through the garden this winter rather than buying bagged fertilizer to go out there. We try and let the animals and the vegetables work for each other. Like my wife's up there now feeding bad tomatoes to the pigs. They love them. They've probably eaten 100 pounds of organic tomatoes in the past week. So there's not a price you can put on that.
I enjoy the TD Saturday market. It's a level of accountability for us. We're actually face to face with the end users. I mean, we claim to be start to finish part of the food chain, and it's a great piece when you're able to look those consumers in the eye and get feedback. I think that's what it's all about. They're our driving force. The connectivity with that Saturday market has brought us from Pickens County to Greenville and just kind of made it a central area for us. We are with our customers every day, but those people down there have heavily supported us, and we couldn't really do it without the TD Saturday market.
You work out here by yourself all week, and it's nice to go and kind of have people clap and pat you on the back on Saturday and tell you that you did a good job.
We're almost somewhat of a house divided, is that Chad and I this year decided to separate, divide and conquer, if you will say, that I ended up taking on our livestock piece and Chad ended up taking on our produce piece. And sometimes it's funny, when we're all I'm looking for rain, to fertilize or water the pastures, to get everything growing over there. Chad's mad because the same grass I want to grow is growing in his garden, and he's spending his time hurting his back. I don't have time to worry about the produce piece. Chad does not have time to worry about our livestock. And
I know this sounds cheesy, but our differences kind of work together to formed the business that we have here. You can go take a look at our desks and see what the difference is there. I mean, you know, I can't ever find anything.
I get haircuts.
He gets haircuts. I don't. Roddy and my wife Amy are both very organized. I'm about the most disorganized person I know. You know, our differences are working for each other right now. You know, maybe not tomorrow, but
Do this interview next year. We'll talk.
yeah.
Currently, it's good. We have a big event schedule that is very demanding in the fall.
You know, my wife Amy is a big part of the farm as well. She caters all of the events that we have here. We have an event space here, so we do weddings, we do parties, we do a lot of our own events, bluegrass events. We have brick ovens here, so we do brick oven pizzas, we do bread for the TD Saturday Market. Yeah, we do farm-to-table dinners. So that's also a place where we take it to the end consumer, and I feel like that most farmers miss out on, and that's what makes it financially hard for farmers, is that the way that it is right now, it's hard to make a living on just selling meat and vegetables. It really is. So the event portion of our farm is a very big part of it.
We love the area. I think it's a beautiful area. I think it's a hidden gem this far outside of Greenville, or this close to downtown Greenville. It just offers everything that we need. You know, a little solitude. In the end, we're trying to be as self-sustaining as possible to provide for our families, and with an overflow to hopefully feed other families as well.
Get the finest in local produce, gourmet foods, and fresh flowers at TD Saturday Market. It's downtown Greenville's open-air market, May 7 through October 29 from 8 a.m. till noon on Main Street at McBee Avenue in downtown Greenville.
It's nice. It's all local farmers.
Of course, we love the fresh flowers and all the organic and the locally grown vegetables, which is so great that we have the opportunity to, be able to have that.
It's just a great family, fun atmosphere.
You'll find handmade candles, soaps, and pottery. Enjoy live music, cooking, and educational classes in the More Than a Market activities area.
But everything around here is good. People, the atmosphere, and just getting up out of bed in the morning on a Saturday.
I like the fresh produce. They have beautiful peaches.
Love getting up on Saturdays and coming out and seeing all the people and buying the freshest produce we can find in the upstate.
New this season, TD Saturday Market accepts EBT payment, making the market more convenient than ever before.
I like the fresh produce.
I like the plants. They gave me something that I can't kill.
I like the professional way that they have this all set up.
It's just fun and get out and see all these people and all this great food, and we just love it. We're here every Saturday.
Learn more at SaturdayMarketLive.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. TD Saturday Market. Experience the country without ever leaving the city.